Buenos días, mi gente, ¿cómo están? Feliz domingo, happy Sunday. Well, you may not be able to tell, but your girl's a little bit glistening and a little bit sweaty. Why? Well, as the shirt says, do good, feel good. Repeat. And that's exactly what I did. Whoofa! Started on the track for just like a 5-mile walk. Attempted to flip the tire that was at the track because I was like, score! Giant tire at the track. What? It's like God came and dropped it there for me. Except that I couldn't move it for anything in the world. So, hope that's not the tire that's going to be on the Spartan race course, but could be. But I did yesterday, Saturday, and today, Sunday, actually hit up 3 trails in the last 2 days. And one of them, yesterday, was a shorty. It was 2 miles, but the elevation was insane. So, decided because some of these longer Spartan races, and honestly, I don't even know what I'm going to be up against in Ohio, but I do know that the Beast course that we're ending on is one of the ones where they, host the World Championships, and it is no joke. And it's, guess what? They tell you half marathon. Baloney. It's more like 15 miles. And the other one that we're doing, I don't know, I think it's called the Super. It's a 10K. Right. Try like 8 or 9 miles. Yeah, so I'm not really sure that the sprint is actually a 5K, 3.1. It could be longer. I know that the Super is longer than 10K, and I absolutely know that the Beast is longer than a half. Anyway, doing what we can because it's like crunch time, guys. It is crunch time. And last time you saw me, I was struggling because I just hit a point where my body didn't want to fast anymore. So I decided that April, even though May was supposed to be maintenance month, it turned out to be April. And I can tell you that for April, things actually were pretty solid. They didn't end very strong. I'm not going to lie. They didn't in terms of my food choices and control. I absolutely lost all control this past week. I have had, good God, I hate to even admit this on camera, but accountability, right? Just remember, people, I truly am a sugar addict, and I really, really have an issue with ice cream. So from Sunday to today, which I haven't had any ice cream today, but in the last full week, I have had 14 pints of ice cream. That's no lie. There were days that I had 3. There were days that I had 4. And I'm not saying low-fat, protein, light ice cream. No. Full-fat, Ben & Jerry's, Haagen-Dazs, Magnum, pints. I mean, I guess to my benefit, what the heck? What happened to the lights in this jammy? All of a sudden, things turned dark. Things got dark on me. How do I fix that? I don't know. Anyway, they were on sale, people, and I took full advantage. And I know that my cycle is coming again, but even that, it just can't be an excuse anymore. Excuses are like assholes, right? Everybody has one. Excuse my language, but it's the truth. So we're done with that. Like, legit done, because I have to get serious about this Spartan training. So that's what we're doing, getting serious. And so April turned out to be more of a maintenance month, right? I did start fasting here and there. I even tried to close the month with, I'm just going to eat when I'm hungry. So if it turns out that I fast a day, then I fast a day. I only had 1 of those days, FYI, last week. And it ended up really just being a series of cycling calories up with some carbs, cycling down, alternating, and kind of just going with the flow and eating whatever I wanted. In moderation mostly, with the exception of all those pints of ice cream. Bum, 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 bum. So what was the damage? What damage did I actually do? from April 1st to April 30th. It's kind of hard to believe, but from April 1st, where I weighed in at 158.8, I think it was, and then on April 30th, I weighed in at 160.4. So, all in all, I gained like 2.4 pounds for the month of April. Yeah, people, we call that maintenance. And I'm proud because I did get to eat whatever the hell I wanted. So, in that regard, I feel good because it means that I'm exactly where I want to be. You guys know I'm not living a low carb lifestyle. I'm not interested in eliminating anything from my diet. My goal is to have a healthier relationship with food, period. To be able to eat when I'm hungry, period. Eat to satiety and focusing mostly on whole foods, less processed crap. Okay, now, obviously, full disclosure, right? Because I just shared with you what my last week was with ice cream. Epic effing fail. That's all I can say. Fail. It was also a choice. And, I shared this with my girl Sneaking with Sarah this week, that I had gone into the supermarket because you get to know your register people, your managers, when you're in almost every day, which I usually am because I typically buy food as I need it, as I'm going to prepare it. So one of the cashiers, I walk up to him because it was a self-checkout, but I found a pint of Magnum ice cream. It was red velvet cheesecake flavored ice cream and the white chocolate shell on the outside and on top, and then swirls of ganache on the inside and little pieces of red velvet. What? Delish. Anyway, apparently it was final sale for $2.88 because they're discontinuing the flavor. Who knew? I didn't even know it was a flavor until this week. Your girl had 3 pints of it, though, this week. Oh, God. And I say that, but no, I'm really not proud of it at all. I actually ate ice cream to the point of making myself sick of ice cream, which may be to my benefit in the long run. But, so the cashier, I walk up to him because I need him to do a price adjustment, and I say, Chronicles of an Ice Cream Addict, this is serious. And he goes, yeah, well, you're getting 3 pints. How long is this going to last you? I didn't have the heart to tell him that I could house that in less than an hour. And that's exactly what happened. All 3 pints gone in less than an hour. So it was a couple of days, of course. Lies. I walked out of there feeling like crap because I lied to him about it. Does he really care about my ice cream addiction? Probably not. Is he really going to help me find a solution? Not likely. Do I know what it is? Yeah, don't freaking buy it, Eileen. Stop. You don't need it. So, then, Snaking with Sarah, she had suggested, whatever money you go to put towards ice cream, save it. Ding, ding, ding. Great idea. So I'm actually going to do the math and see what I've spent in this last week and put that money aside. Now, it's $2.88 per pint, so $3 times 14. Quite a lot of money, right? Did I really spend that much money? No way. 14 times 3. 4 times 3 is 12. 2. I don't know. But whatever it is, I'm going to put it aside. You guys just watch my math skills not at work. Anyway, let me tell you what I'm doing in prep for Spartan training. Prep for Spartan races. As you guys know, I took some time off early in April from running, almost, not a full 2 weeks, but solid week and 10 days maybe. And when I returned, I started to do 5Ks at a regular pace, and then I started walking 2 miles at an incline of 15 at a rate of 3.0 and then bumping it up to 3.5 on the decline. So I would do a solid mile at 15 out of 3.0, and that would be intervals of running and walking. Okay, jogging and walking, because your girl wasn't running, like sprinting up anything. But we'll call it a run walk. And I was doing that Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, the days that I was also strength training in the evening. Saturdays and Sundays, I was doing the treadmill at the incline of 15, and some days just walking that straight for 5 miles, and other days continuing the run for 3, and then the ruck for 2. And I did that for about a week or so, and then in the last week and a half of the month, I started to use hand weights. Well, the weights that you use on the Smith machine, those little plates. I started with 2.5 pounds in each hand, and then I started holding them above my head for a minute, then increased it to 2 minutes. Then, in preparation for the sandbag carry and the log carry thing that we got to do, started to rest the weights on the back of my neck. Then I was like, these plates, it's just not working, because where do you put them if you need to rest? Can't just drop them next to you, right? No. You have to put them on the floor, and I'm not going to stop for that. So then I got smart, and I started to use 5-pound kettlebells in each hand. That was much easier to put into the cup holders on the treadmill, and also easier to just lift above my head and hold, and then again on the back, and then at my side, and then walking, speed walking, power hiking, jogging, all with it in hand. So these are the things that I've been doing. In addition to, I just started the monkey bars, which I don't know if you can see the calluses that are already growing on these 2 fingers. That's not just from monkey bars, though. That's from using the free weights at the gym on strength training days as well. I do have a pair of gloves that are coming to see if that'll help me, because monkey bars, your girl, I'm lacking in this upper body. I mean, I know I'll make up for it in other areas, but my upper body is lacking. So I can get across about 4 monkey bars before I drop. It's not good. There's like 16 or more, 20 on these obstacle courses. So, but I'm going to try, and I think that maybe having the gloves will help. I don't know, but that's the hope. Now, what's going to happen when the gloves get wet, and then I need to do a rope climb or whatever, the Herc hoist, or I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I never did this before. Yikes. But I'm getting excited. June 6th. June 6th is the Ohio Sprint, and I'm super excited and getting really, really thrilled about just the idea of doing this and doing it together. Truly terrified. I thought, hey, if I can run 5K, I can do this, no problem. Come to learn in my Google searches that the average sprint for the average person takes about an hour and a half to 2 hours to complete. Well, that's a hell of a lot longer than just a 5K run. So those obstacles must really be a challenge. You think? That's why Spartan races are the hardest race in the world, or at least up there with some of those ultras and other adventure races and obstacle course races. But Spartan has the reputation for being the most difficult. So we'll see. But things are good. I was playing a little bit of damage control in terms of nutrition this weekend. I kind of went through my fridge and refused to throw food out. You guys know. I mean, that's part of the reason why I just kept eating the ice cream, because I wasn't going to throw it away. That was like a sin to me, to throw away money and to throw away ice cream and to throw away food. Same thing with my freezer. I went through the freezer on Friday thinking on May 1st I'm going to start, or this is Thursday. I went through the freezer and was like, May 1st, yes. And then I realized, no, I have chicken and dumplings that I absolutely love in the freezer, and that's just fat. Chicken thighs. It's made with heavy cream. It's made with milk. Like dumplings are freaking flour, so nothing really super nutritious about that, but absolutely delicious. And it was made with love, and I hadn't had it for 2 years, made by my family since they moved to Virginia. So It was really nice to have that yesterday. And it turns out that the first of the month, I always have fast food, apparently. I went through my calendar since I started the snake diet, and so since March 8th of 2020 to present, the beginning of the month, I seem to always have fast food. Yesterday was Wendy's. I had fries. I had nuggets. And I had a double cheeseburger because it came in that $5 biggie sack. Sack. Oh, and I had a Coca-Cola. Yep, a real, true and blue, full sugar Coca-Cola. My insides will rot from it. No, they won't, because I don't drink it all the time. But I did have it, and it was very good. And I had ice cream. Oh, God, I did. I have ice cream. But that was the last, and I promise you, that's way better than the 3 pints from the day before. Anyway, going into today, we reset. I have found I was going to just reset using the pink method diet, which is what I had started my journey with. The OG wellness mission began with the pink diet. And that was 2 weeks of reset. And reset ultimately entailed absolutely no processed food. No fake sugars, no oils, no salt, no fruit except for low sugar berries in your shake. No carbohydrates in terms of starch, no dairy, no fats in terms of oils, so no avocado oil, olive oil, coconut oil, none of that to cook with, and lean protein and veg. That's basically what I consume during this reset. And the whole idea, I mean, it sounds like, oh, but you're restricting everything. Yes. I know that I said everything in moderation. I don't believe in restricting. That is true. However, this is a detox phase. And the detox phase is exactly that. You want to eliminate everything to allow your body to now heal, also to fight off and ward off any cravings, like for me, the sugar, to help reduce inflammation. So obviously with the dairy and some even veggies that I consume create inflammation for me. Like Friday night I had corn. Dun, 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 dun. It was a little bit of raw corn that was in my salad, but still, corn and raw peppers, they wreak havoc on me. But both were in my salad on Friday. And I did have some tequila on Friday, just one pour. And it was a special occasion. We were celebrating my homie's birthday. He's 45. Whoop, whoop. Happy birthday, homie. And so we went to dinner after the gym. But, and then we had ice cream because that was his choice for dessert. Go figure. And we had some baked treats as well because we went to the bakery. But the things that he bought or I bought for him, he took home with him. I ate the peanut butter chocolate cookie that I got. And I had ice cream. Of course I did. But nonetheless, that was then. We are now officially starting reset tomorrow. And that's just going to be, I mean, essentially I did it for 2 weeks back in 2012 because I had a lot more weight to lose. Technically, I should only be doing reset until I lose 7 to 10 pounds. That will likely fall off pretty quickly, especially since I've been on this cycling up with my calories and having carbohydrates and a bunch of other things. Like was it Thursday night? On Thursday night, your girl had a cauliflower crust pizza. And when I tell you, I ate the entire cauliflower crust pizza, plus I used a fresh 8-ounce ball of mozzarella to top the pizza. So I ate a ball of fresh mozzarella as well. Inflammation. But be that as it may. Still only gained 2.4 or 2.6 for the month of April. Pretty badass. But in May, I plan to see some significant losses and really by dialing it in and being much more conscientious of the food that I'm taking in and the purpose of why I'm taking it in, which is for fuel and to be able to get through these races. Plus, I want to build muscle. Some people are just looking to tone. That's great. I need to build an ass because I don't have one. It's flat. Flat as a board. So I want to grow my glutes. I want to grow my quads and my hamstrings. I would love to grow some biceps. I definitely want to grow some abs. I want to grow some pecs. I want to grow some delts. I want to grow everything. I don't want to be like the Hulk, but I want to be cut. I want to have muscle gains. And still want to look long and lean, but I want gains. And you gotta feed it. You gotta feed your muscles. So that is the goal. Aside from being able to fuel myself and prepare for these Spartan races and to get stronger for the Spartan races, I am planning to eat much more clean, at least for the first couple of weeks of May. And then gradually I will reincorporate all the healthy carbs, the sweet potatoes, the wild rice, the brown rice, the quinoa, the greens, the almond milk. I can have that during reset for one shake a day. So the way reset works is one shake, 2 meals, which is lean protein and veg. And if you need to have a snack, you just have raw veggies. So and that's pretty easy. I could do that. For me, because I've been there and I've done that, and I like that. You do not cook with salt. So anything that I prepare is going to be seasoned with dry blend spices, but not salt. Dressings, I'm not going to be using dressing. I'm going to be using like apple cider vinegar and maybe some fresh squeezed citrus. So things are going to change considerably, and I will call it a diet, because it is. But the goal is to reincorporate, healthier options. So I'm not going to have white pasta. I'll have the lentil quinoa or whole grain pasta. I'm not going to have white rice. I'll eat brown rice. The idea is I'm going to have whole grain breads or Ezekiel bread. I'm not going to have regular white bread, But the whole idea is, again, not to eliminate anything from my diet, but on the contrary, reduce the inflammation, eat mostly whole foods, eliminate the crap, the processed stuff, and if I can, keep it mostly plant-based, but not for any reason other than it's easier for my body to digest. So I will continue to have my shakes. I'm just not going to be eating a lot of the candy and the ice creams and all those things that I have been consuming the entire month of April and even some of March and some of February. So that's where we are, my gente. My gente, that's where we are, mi gente. And I plan to get back into the low 150s some way, somehow, but it's going to be without fasting. This time, I'm going to just use fasting, as I have mentioned in my last video and videos before, as a tool. I don't intend to do rolling 72s the rest of my life, but I will be doing 72 to 86 or 89-hour fasts twice for the month of May. And I might take a diet break on Mother's Day, depending on what the plan is or where we're going to be. Oh, and on May 26th, I have a retirement party to go to. So those are the 2 days, Mother's Day and May 26th, that I know I will probably go off course a little bit. But for that meal, not for the day, for the meal, and then right back on the horse. Because that's truly how you do it. And the only way to lose weight is not by fasting. It's not. It just is consistency in whichever method you choose. Right now, I'm happy living within 155 to 162. I don't really want to see 165, and that was my fear, that I would start Monday, tomorrow, at 165. So stay tuned, because I'm going to try to do better in terms of giving daily updates. I don't know, because as you guys know, I don't know how to edit these darn videos, and I don't know how to put clips together, and that would be the best way to truly give you all the info and an update, for me anyway, and I think it would be more entertaining for you. But hey, your girl can only do what your girl can do, and this is it for right now. So, on that note, my friends, did I tell you I did almost 11 miles today? And of those, 5 of them were spent trail running. If I didn't, I'm really proud of that. And now I need to go get myself to the grocery store because it's time to meal prep, or at least season some proteins. And yeah, man, let's do this. Happy Sunday, y'all. Happy Sunday. Let's say goodbye. Let's take it on out of here. Okay, now, let's go, mi gente. Welcome to my favorite place, my home away from home. I come every weekend. God willing, I'm able to get here. Yesterday, I went to a different set of trails, like I told you, but I went to two sets of trails to try to get different elevation and different type of workouts in. This is a little more flat, not as high elevation, and honestly, on Long Island, we don't really have a whole lot of high elevation, because if you know anything about Long Island, it's pretty flat. It's not truly an island because it's kind of more like a peninsula, although there is water on all sides. And it's cute, too, because if you look on a map, Long Island looks like a fish. It's in the shape of a fish. It's pretty cool. Oh, look at my favorite tree. Look at this cutie little tree. He's my favorite. Hi, tree. See you later. See you next time. Wow, I passed those people like eons ago that are just getting back into the trail. Anyway, my friends, it's time. Grateful that it's not raining. I don't know if it's going to rain today, but it is 69 degrees. It's gorgeous. And it's time to get this day continued. I got some stuff to do before Monday. Back to work. Have a great day, everybody. Send love and light. Mwah! As always.